Alex, I got a package from Nagoya today.
Tell me all about it.
It's weird. It's from a place called E-Trade Nagoya, and I guess that's the stock trading company.
Wait a minute. Yeah, we don't have an E-Trade here.
Yeah, no? Okay.
No, I personally go down to the Nagoya Stock Exchange in person to handle all my buying and selling.
Does Nagoya have a stock exchange, or is it just like a national thing that's in Tokyo?
Of course we have one. It looks exactly like the stock houses in Suikoden 2. Remember that was the thing that nobody did?
I don't, because I don't have your condition.
Okay, sorry.
Actually, well, this was related to a retro game.
Oh.
I actually just got something from eBay, so the person/entity just calls himself E-Trade Nagoya.
The auction ghost.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you get?
I got a Mega Drive 2.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, slightly beat up used one, but it's just I thought about using it for my daily driver Genesis now that in my retro setup.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I still need to get a Mega Drive. I've been using my Genesis at the bar for the past 4.5 years, and anytime somebody wants to play a Mega Drive game, I have to stick a fucking Game Genie in there and put in a code.
Yeah, you might want to look into that.
Yeah, like, what's it going to cost me? It's going to cost me like $30-$40 at most to get a cheap ass Mega Drive.
They're a dime a dozen.
Right?
I should probably. System.
I should ask Tsuchimoto if I could borrow one of his, because he's got a dozen and he doesn't even have games in his bar anymore.
Yeah. Well, his bar is named Genesis.
That's true.
Yeah. How about that? There's also that Mega Drive Mini coming out.
I'll take one of those.
Yeah, you can get a couple of them.
Okay.
I don't know.
I had a dream last night that, and I was so pissed off when I woke up because I wanted it to be. No, it's not a weird dream. It's just I had a dream that I found some power cables and I got my Sega CD to work, and I just like sat in a recliner and played Shining Force CD for a couple hours. That was my dream. Yeah, and it was great.
That's good. I gotta say, I'm living your dream.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's do you have Shining Force CD? Because it's a great game.
Well, I certainly have it on the computer, and I can burn it and play it. Yes.
Oh, all right. There you go.
But as I've posted on Twitter before, my entire physical Sega CD collection is Panic and Sonic CD, and then the Japanese versions of those games. So it's 4 games total.
That's the rarest collection. That's the rarest collection you could possibly have.
Yeah. I feel bad. I never got Snatcher back in the day. I really should have. I was this close.
Wait, sorry. There was one dumb thing about the dream I forgot.
Okay.
I was hanging out with somebody.
Okay.
I was hanging out with somebody. It wasn't you, but I was hanging out with somebody who was like the world's biggest Switch fan. Not Nintendo Switch, but the game Switch.
But it wasn't
Panic.
me.
No, it was it was not you. It was just a guy. It feels like a rando that would come into the bar. It was just a guy, but he had a custom-made, I'm just going to call it Panic to avoid confusion with the Nintendo console. He had a custom-made Panic shirt and a Panic jacket and, like, Panic shoes.
What?
And, yeah, and he's talking about how it's his favorite game because it's got this artistic vision that no other games have. And like an idiot, like, I don't even know if I was doing this as a gag, but, like, I just held up my copy of Panic and said, "Have you played Panic?"
Okay. Well, that went in a different direction than I thought.
And then he just kind of stared at me, and I woke up. Yeah, come on down to Critical Hit if you want the shittiest small talk in the world.
Hi, everybody. Against everyone's better judgment, this is another episode of No More Whoppers. I'm just kidding with the self-deprecation. We like to have fun. Anyway, my name is Ray Barnhold, German for horseholder, and with me as always, self-diagnosed as terminally cool, Alex Frayola.
I'm afraid I only have one more month to live.
Yeah, we don't. We question that a bit.
Oh, really?
You're not sure you're honest there.
What do you mean?
You might not be terminally cool.
I checked WebMD.
Signs. Maybe a badass. That's me.
Yes, I put in my symptoms. Plays a lot of FF14.
Oh, yes, the coolest.
Right, drinks
A lot.
a homemade cocktail that is the Japanese equivalent of a screwdriver that I call Nejimawashi.
Okay, we'll come back to that later. Anyway,
all right.
Alex, how you been doing the past month? I think this is the first time we actually missed a month in the show.
No, we've missed months before.
Since unofficially moving to our monthly schedule.
No, I think we have before.
Okay.
But
there's a second time for everything.
And this is it.
And we are fucking up regularly now.
That's what well, it's a busy time for us.
Well, sort of. I gotta say, it's been a busy couple of months.
It's a lot of shit going down. Ruby and I are preparing for our wedding in August. We just had Golden Week here in Japan, so I was very busy with work. And I was playing a lot of FF14, which I probably could have played less of, but it was just there.
Okay. Glad you're fulfilling your addiction, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm taking a break until the next expansion because I've been playing it too much lately.
Yeah. Hey, you know it'd be a good idea?
What?
If you played GoldenEye during Golden Week.
I can't. GoldenEye is one of those games I can't go back to.
Yeah, me neither. But hear me out, though.
Okay, all right, I'm listening. What, can I play a better game like Golden Sun?
Maybe.
Or Pokemon Golden?
I'm thinking it would be one of those good charity streams, you know? Here's what I'm thinking. You want to get some notoriety for Critical Hit, right? You already do live streaming. What if you did like an organized like charity stream for a whole week, sort of like Games Done Quick, and you just get people to come in and play games with gold in the title during Golden Week? And you raise money for, St. Jude's or whatever.
Okay. I could serve rolled gold pretzels.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right. I could have that commercial with Jason Alexander playing the whole time.
Right.
Remember? He's at a sporting game.
Yeah, whatever you need to do. I'm just trying to find ways to add work onto your plate.
Okay, well, it's working.
And drive you closer to madness.
Could I also play my NES copies of Zelda 1 and 2? Because I do have the gold cartridges for those.
No, you can't do it just because it's colored gold. God
damn it. All right, fine.
Nobody's going to stick around for that.
Sorry.
There's nothing gold in the game.
The Triforce, you dummy.
Oh, right.
It's the golden power. My Golden Week was very busy. One of the days I almost died because I was working on no sleep.
Oh, well, first of all, that sounds pretty normal for the Alex lifestyle, operating on no sleep. It seems like it's happened a few times in your
the difference here is that I was working on no sleep and it was a packed house.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is incredibly stressful.
Yeah, I can understand. That would add some extra effort.
Yeah.
In your bones. Okay. So you almost died. Tell us about that. Yeah. Who'd you meet?
It was fun. I saw my grandparents sort of beckoning me up to heaven for a little while.
I mean, you were okay, right? You didn't actually collapse or anything bad.
No. Okay, no, but I did close up earlier than usual. I just explained to everybody because I would usually close up. It was a Wednesday. I usually close up at midnight, and it was like 11:15. I'm like, I'm about to die. Can you guys please finish up and go?
Yeah.
And fortunately, they were okay with that.
You might want to look into saying that on other nights.
No, because the other nights I'm having fun.
I'm just being a nagging dad.
Oh yeah, you are, Dad.
Well, I am your senior, and so I have a lot of...
You're a month older than me.
And I have a lot of incisive advice from all that experience.
No, you don't.
I have at least a month more of being out of the womb, and that's a lot of experience.
You're a dummy.
I did a lot of, looking around and saying goo.
You do it. The only difference, the big difference between us is you can claim that you've lived in a world without the Famicom.
Yeah.
Whereas
true.
I think it came out a week before I was born.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That's the only difference between us.
The only.
That's the only one.
Not our hair color, our height.
Nope. Blood type, right?
I don't know. I think I'm type O.
I think I'm type A. There's only one way to find out.
Cut our arms off.
go in for a transfusion.
No,
and if
just,
something bad happens. Huh.
There's got to be some easy way in Japan, right? Because they have that blood type bullshit. There's got to be something where you can just like check it easily, right?
I don't. I think just when you go to give blood, they'll just tell you.
Well, I mean, can't you just like walk into a booth and then they'll prick you with the thing and then
Yeah, I guess.
And then look at the blood and be like, "Oh, I see. You're a sporty type." It's like, no, I just.
Can you tell me the blood type and not give me a list of character traits? That would be great.
Someone's a bit anxious during public gatherings. Like, that's most people. This is Japan. I mean,
That's one of those things that I've had to tell my students or my customers about how it's bullshit, and most of the time they won't believe me. They'll insist that it's true, even though it's not.
Yeah, I mean,
it is. I think we covered this before, but very briefly, there was some asshole in the 70s who claimed he was a doctor, wrote a book about how your blood type determines your personality.
And that was back when you didn't even have to have a medical license.
Yeah. And apparently this guy was Jesus of fucking Nazareth, because everybody just accepted what he had to say as if it was the God-given truth. And now I think it's in the Japanese constitution.
Well, they had fewer video games back then, so people needed ways to keep occupied.
That's true. They didn't even have Game & Watch yet.
No, I guess not. No.
Right? That was 1980. I only know that because I just put together a list of handheld release dates for the pub quiz.
Oh, okay. And that's another Nintendo thing older than you.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, I did. This was the first round of the quiz that we just had on Saturday. It was a list of, I think, 20 Nintendo handhelds and 20 years. And you got to match the console with the release year. And after putting it together, even I thought it was too much, because it's like you got Nintendo DS, DSi, DS Lite, 3DS, new 3DS, 2DS, new 2DS, new 2DS XL, new 3DS XL, like all of that shit. It was dumb.
Pretty good. I would win.
But yeah, of course you would.
Yeah. Yeah. Why am I not at the bar playing quiz?
Okay, smart guy. When did the what was it? What's the Japanese name for the
Super
You'll know this. See, what's the Super Fuck? The Japanese name for the Play It Loud series was Game Boy Brothers or something?
Yeah. Right, yes.
Yeah.
It was.
Great. All right. When did those come out, smart guy?
What was that, 95?
Lucky guess. All right. How about this one then? I'm counting this as a handhold, because technically it can be a handhold. And I'll give you the alternate name to throw you off. The Nintendo Panic.
Whoa, yeah, real misdirect there. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Was that an honest question? You really asking me?
Well, yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah, it was 2017.
There you go. And then what is the most recent handhelds come out?
Well, that is a good question. Most recent handheld. I guess that's the new 2DS XL?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Come up on stage, claim your... Put this right. Necklace of flowers on.
Okay, play that Yoshi's Island tune.
All right, hang on a sec. I got to find it. Because
I'll wait.
Good. All right, wait, hang on.
I don't want the drunk version.
The band just woke up.
Thanks. And now you've stuck an EpiPen in them.
Remember the first few episodes when I would just like lean on the soundboard?
Oh yeah, first few. Yeah.
I haven't done that in ages. Right?
First few dozen.
When was the last time I abused the soundboard?
2 episodes ago? Maybe 3?
Before now, I mean.
I don't know. Those aren't the release dates I memorize. Someone else would have to do that.
God damn it.
You should do a pub quiz about No More Whoppers episode.
Oh, no.
I am Jackie Chan.
Okay. Can we move on?
No, I'm having fun right now.
Michael Bay deaths.
All right, fine.
Alex, I do want to talk about something that I was going to talk about that happened over the past month.
You can streamline that sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you got?
Forgive me. It's almost bedtime.
All right. I'll tuck you in.
No, last time I talked about going on a road trip to go up to my mom's place and get all my stuff and drive it back.
That's right. Operation Retrieve Games.
Yeah, and that was almost a month ago now, but I did it.
Fun.
And that was a bunch of fun. Kind of, yeah.
It sounds fun.
Yeah. Going alone, really helped it be fun because, I could just be loosey-goosey.
Yeah, you got to sing in the car.
Yeah. So what I did is I flew to Seattle, got a rental SUV in Seattle because I just made sure to reserve the biggest possible SUV I could get. And
Good.
Sure enough, that's what rolled up, and I hopped in, and that was fun. It was of course a modern vehicle, so it had all the accoutrements.
Okay.
It had the backup camera, which I was really glad to have, actually.
Oh, fun.
Convenient. It had your Bluetooth audio, so I could listen to podcasts.
Oh, good.
You like podcasts, right? Anyone else?
Yes, I heard of them. Yeah.
And then first I stopped at AM PM and got a breakfast sandwich. And then, so I had breakfast at AM PM, and then I drove up to my hometown and picked up all my stuff, basically, and my mom helped a little bit, and it was just a fairly short ordeal because everything was in plastic bins, and so I just made sure to get all those bins in the truck, and they all fit, thank God. And then poked around my mom's new place a bit and helped her out with some things for about a couple hours. And then I hit the road in the other direction, south all the way, at least to the end of Oregon, Medford, Oregon, where I had a hotel reserved. And that was a fun first day.
Okay.
Because it was basically, so from the afternoon until 1 a.m. is when I arrived at the hotel. 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. So that was a fun trip, just driving down Interstate 5, which is, basically the whole West Coast interstate, the main one that takes you all the way down. Like I said, I didn't stop a whole lot, but I did listen to plenty of podcasts and went delirious towards the end of the night when I was just blasting like the Todd Glass show, and they get pretty goofy on that show, so I was getting pretty goofy at like 10, 11 at night.
Yeah.
Driving through the pitch black forested darkness of southern Oregon.
Okay.
And the weird sort of like towns that have signs, but you can't see the town. You know what I mean? Like it's
creepy.
Oregon is like that though. It's pretty deep forest compared to even Washington. Like, lots of trees around. I wish I had done that in the daytime because I do prefer Oregon's scenery because it is a bit more.
You like trees. You're a tree fan.
Trees and hills.
Okay, trees and hills.
Yeah, good combo. Am I right?
Check it out: Maria Hill, Percy Hill, Faith Hill. What else we got?
I'm very scared that you're able to rattle those off so quickly.
I know. I'm familiar with hills.
All right. What can I say about that? Yeah, just stopped to pee when I could. I stopped once to get like lunch and dinner. So I did get to exploit my love of convenience stores during that trip. So I just
of course
stocked up accordingly and made a pretty good trip of it. And then like I said, arrived at 1 a.m. to the hotel, and I walked in, and there was basically just one young guy at the desk, and he was just like, he already had my name. Apparently I was the last person to check in or something.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, Ray? And I was like, yeah. Finally made it, huh? I was like, oh, yeah, here we go.
We've been waiting for you, Mr. Barnholt.
Well, it was nicer than that. It was a Best Western, so they weren't
too
creepy about it.
Over here, they just got the Best Eastern. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Anytime, son.
Yeah. Motel Roku.
Oh, fun. Now I'm trying to think of more, and I pulled a blank.
So I lay me down to sleep that night, and I was very sore, though, because, it was in a nice, big, comfy SUV, but I was still kind of, getting very sore in the legs, and, even though I was doing my best to, move them around and stretch them a bit, that was the one regret, is that maybe I should have stopped or made longer stops to actually,
Oh, yeah.
stretch my legs a bit better. But I had to make good time, damn it.
And you did, I'm sure.
The part of the problem was that I basically started at 2 p.m. So by the time I hit Seattle, it's the start of rush hour. And so the rest of rest of King County basically is just a huge traffic slam. So I wasted another 2 hours just moseying down through Washington. But then of course, it got dark and traffic wasn't much better. And all the time I had all these bins full of my games, just all behind me, seats folded down, these giant heavy things. And I had to make sure to tweet out during the trip. I was like, please don't do any Mad Max shit to me, because I know I have some valuable goods in my truck.
The exciting thing about that is that literally at any time, if you wanted to, you could pull over the side of the road and bust out your Nomad and just play some Crusader of Senti for an hour and a half.
You're not wrong, except for the Senti part. That was actually already here at my house.
Of course it was.
However, I did leave Street Fighter 2 plugged into it this entire time. So I could have played Street Fighter 2, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. We'll talk about the Nomad later.
Okay.
But, and then the next day I only had a 5-hour trip, so it was from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., got back home, unloaded everything very quickly as I packed it all in. Then drove to the local airport, San Jose Airport, to return the SUV. And all was very smooth.
Well, it sounds like you had a fun road trip.
It was fun. I would totally do it again. In fact, I'm becoming a trucker.
So, wait a minute. That's okay. Are you prone to having blackouts?
No, but I can learn.
I would argue that the best buddy road trip movie is the one you take by yourself.
Yeah, I think that was in full force.
Oh, that reminds me. We're watching The Wizard for movie night in July. That'll be fun.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a movie you like.
It is.
Well, you're invited.
Yeah, all right. I can do a pub quiz about that.
Yeah, come on down.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you have a question about me?
I'm sorry. No, it's just 120 questions about breast touching.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, it is Japan.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Chikan wadame.
What was I going to say? Oh, yes, you were talking about the road trip by yourself. Yeah, that was really the first time I'd really done it. I mean,
What? No.
To that degree, yes.
Oh, man, it's the best.
Not my first road trip ever, but alone, yeah. I had driven to Seattle before from my hometown, but that's only 90 minutes, 2 hours. That's not much,
yeah.
But it is kind of, you get a lot to see, I guess.
Oh man, no, a lot of the years in my early 20s, I have very distinct memories of driving to visit my parents for Christmas or summer vacation, because at the time, my parents, for a while, moved back up to New Jersey for about 10 years. So I was driving from Athens, Ohio, to Jersey. I was driving from Athens, Ohio to Sparta, New Jersey, and that's like a 10-hour drive. And it's
boy, you Fraioli's like the Greek towns, huh?
We do, yeah. That was a weird coincidence. But it was fun. It was I have a distinct memory of all the different music I was into at the time, because that was all that was my companion on that trip was here's Neutral Milk Hotel, here's Outcast, here's before Weezer got too terrible. There's one of those in there.
Yeah,
it was a lot of stuff, a lot of video game soundtracks.
Of course,
right? The Darkness was a featured player in the rotation. It was fun, and I miss not driving in Japan. Just
yeah.
not that like I wanna like I love road trips, but I miss like having to go on a road trip. Like
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of what I was planning on doing when we have our honeymoonish type trip to Japan.
Oh yeah.
I did kind of want to explore, renting a car and driving up and down Hokkaido or something.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. I'm still a bit apprehensive about driving in Japan, but...
Oh yeah, I don't have my license. I don't have any plans to get my license because I don't need it.
I've done the light research, and at least for a tourist, I guess, if I can get that 90-day international driver's license thing and then rent a car, and it's okay, I guess. But
see, that's insane to me that you can just get a temporary license if you're visiting, whereas I live here. I have to drop it's between $2,000 and $3,000 to take a driving class, and then you take the driving test, which you will fail the first 2 times. That's just how they do it. Like
yeah.
I mean, honestly though, this from what I've heard from friends and patrons of the bar, there is like an invisible skin color scale. And the darker you are on that scale, the more times they fail you on the driving test. It's
a surprise.
It's not a good system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad.
I knew I think he was a Nepalese dude. He's the chef at another bar.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he had to take the test 19 times before they passed him. It's horseshit.
Yeah. Does that mean he got it on the 20th?
Yes.
So they were just like, let's make it a nice round number.
Yeah, right?
Well, you made it through 20 times, our little race gauntlet. So, I guess, we'll let you go this time.
Oh.
Yeah,
Race Gauntlet was the working title for Double Dash, by the way.
I was going to say Super Sprint just because that was another Atari game, but yeah.
Speaking of, so you said you were listening to a lot of podcasts on the road.
Sort of. I mean, I did say last episode that I did have some Stop Podcasting Yourselves queued up, and I had other things queued up, of course, backlogged. I did not get through the backlog of Stop Podcasting Yourself, only until last couple weeks did I do that.
All right.
But yeah, I did have some other things, and of course, it was, well, no, never mind. Never mind entirely. Yes, I did.
I am not minding. Totally not minding.
And yeah, that does help things go by when you have shows that are, 90 minutes to 2 hours, or in Tom Glass's case, like 3 or 4 hours.
Oh my God, yeah.
But then, like a month later, they come out with the Comedy Bang Bang, like 10-hour special. I'm like, I could have used that.
Yeah.
That would have been nice, but
no.
It
was pretty good. And it was quickly followed up by a very good episode 600 the following week.
Yeah, I'm just saying that would have been a good road trip thing, but
yes, it would have.
Didn't work out.
That was another thing I used to do.
Yeah, I did.
What? Another thing I used to do on road trips was, this is before information phones and smart quote unquote technology.
Yeah.
I would burn comedy albums to CDs and listen to those in my car. And now that seems like the most archaic thing I've ever heard of. It's like, why don't I just get on my phone and go to Audible or go to a podcast and just hook that up to my thing?
Yeah.
Like going on a road trip, I had to plan shit out. I had the night before, I had to burn a bunch of CDs.
You had to print the map.
Yes. You know what? I did have a first generation iPod that I bought off Nick Maragos in 2003 that I took on a lot of road trips. That was actually very helpful.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. But apart from that, it was a lot of burnt CDs. A lot of listening to the radio when the weird shit was on. Your art bells, etc.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would. This doesn't compare. I would do this at home and watch. Listen to CBC radio. They would play like experimental music from midnight to like 4 a.m. So
oh wow,
that was a fun thing to do.
Okay.
When I was also that age.
Speaking of Canada, one of the podcasts I've just discovered lately is I feel I've never felt so absolutely two ways about a show.
Okay.
So I've been I started listening to Last Podcast on the Left last year or a couple years ago. I love that show a lot. It's a good mix of like
Oh, finish your thought. Sorry.
Okay. I like that it's a good mix of true crime and paranormal stuff and just funny, goofy guys. I think that's a great mix that works well together.
Yeah, morbid humor as well.
Yes, exactly.
I like it, although I don't listen to it that consistently. I prefer listening to the side story episodes.
Oh yeah, side stories are good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I listen to regularly, but not the main ones too often.
So I was in. If folks want to get into it, my favorite episode is the Philadelphia experiment episode that they did, which is insane.
So they're not Canadian, but Canada, you were saying?
Oh yeah, sorry. So listening to their show got me into more true crime stuff, and I wanted to sort of expand my vistas and listen to more true crime stuff. And I found one by this dude who I believe is based out of Toronto. And it's called "The Trail Went Cold," and it's a perfect combination of fascinating source material and exhaustive research, which is very admirable, combined with possibly the most boring man in the world.
You know, it's kind of funny. I hear other people talking about other true crime podcasts, and they always, well, for one thing, especially Dan Harmon on Harmontown, he'll talk about him. And he likes to talk about the hosts in particular. But other people do this too. They always seem to have the most strongest opinions about the hosts or the people reading the thing or whatever than they do the actual content of the true crime podcast.
Right. Well, I think it's because you're kind of entering into a weird, intimate relationship when you listen to a one-man show.
Yeah, it just seems like a lot of weirdos.
Well, I don't think this guy is a weirdo. I just think he has no radio presence.
Okay.
Because
oh boy, my favorite.
Well, like I said, like the research he does is very impressive, and he makes sure to actually investigate all these cases and find out like where did the trail run cold and why haven't there been any developments. But he's very. Here's what puts me to sleep. He's very, very clearly just reading from a text document the entire show, and But on the other hand, like, well, what was I expecting? Of course, that's what he's doing. It's a show that's just full of information. And
what were you expecting?
He's not. You know that I hate that phrase, and I can't believe I said it. What did I expect him to just like go off and start riffing on this murder victim for 45 minutes? Like, of course not. It's supposed to be a factual show.
Oh. Okay.
I find it almost cute that he shoehorns the name of the show into every episode.
Oh boy. Oh. Almost.
It's so good.
Big
though. Like,
almost.
I want to stress that I still love this show and I still listen to it, but it's so hard to listen to.
Jesus.
Every episode he gives the first half of the case and then he'll be like, and then no more clues showed up and the family gave up looking. So I guess you could say the trail went cold. Every episode is that's the exact same. So I guess you could say the trail went cold.
Where the women are strong, the men are good looking, and the children are above average.
I think the thing that gets me most is obviously I love Canada. They're our neighbors to the north. We have a lot of devoted Canadian listeners. Every time he says every episode he gives a shout out to his listeners. Every time he says shout out, I'm about to rip my ears out. Because every single time it's shout out. He's just giving a shout out. I'm not actually shitting. I'm not actually shitting on the Canadian dialect. I don't care. It takes me out of the mood, you know.
Well, Alex,
if
something doesn't take you out of the mood, then I would think you're dead, because that's just the Alex way.
Also, going back to Todd Glass, why does he say the word family weird? That always rubs me the wrong way.
Don't even know what you're talking about. That's how goddamn insane you are.
He says family weird. He doesn't say family. He says family. You know what I'm talking about? Go back and listen. Every time he talks about his family.
I do kind of get what you're talking about.
And you're trying to spend time with your family. And your mom's angry because things aren't going the right way, but you can't get mad because she's family.
Well,
I have problems.
If you heard James Adomian doing the impression of it, you'd think it was great.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Anyway.
I do love me some James Stomian. Hi.
Yes. You know what? I don't get all these true crime podcasts. I don't understand how these rose up all of a sudden. Where are all the podcasts about things that, I would care about? That being the Sega Genesis Nomad.
Oh.
I like to play Genesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid's doing a show.
That was his true crime podcast.
Oh, okay. No, I think a lot of it. I think true crime stuff has always kind of been popular since Unsolved Mysteries.
Well, of course, it has been run on cable for decades.
Yeah. And B, I think after Serial blew up, people have been more interested in investigative type stuff.
Oh man, a Serial blew up. What was it?
I think. Sorry, it was not Rice Krispies, but the Rice Krispie clusters. What were those called? Rice Krispie treats? Was it just Rice Krispie treats? Cereal? Yeah, that shit was good. Yeah, that shit got real popular, and that's why true crime stuff is popular.
Oh.
Yeah, Snap Crackle Pop.
Oh, it didn't literally explode.
No. Oh no, that would be awful.
Okay, yeah. Can't have exploding cereal out there.
No.
Think of the children.
I think I had to give up on a podcast recently, and I can't remember what it was.
The Trail Went Cold?
No, I still like that show. I don't like anything about it, but I like that show.
I feel like that's another thing people bring up. It's like, boy, the host gets on. What a real weirdo, but I can't stop.
Yeah, it's no, like the host, he's a nice guy. Like, I'm not angry at the dude for not having a good radio presence. Like, I don't know, that's not his fault. But maybe he could take like a producer role and maybe like find a guy who has a little bit more charisma to read from this thing. Because the reason that last podcast worked so well for me is you got only one of the dudes is reading the fact sheet. Marcus Parks is the only guy reading the story and telling the story, and Ben and Henry are just reacting to it. And that's why it's interesting. Is you're breaking up the monotony of reading facts by having two dudes react to them, whereas Trail Went Cold is just a guy reading from a sheet of paper. So I guess you could say the trail went cold.
By the way, here's us naming our podcast a lot. See, we do it often as well. So I guess we're not so innocent. Let me say one thing that you brought up was that, you know what?
Go.
If you're thinking of ways that someone can improve a podcast, it's already too late.
Oh.
It's not going to happen. I feel like things just move as they do, unchangingly.
What? Are we fucked?
Oh, yeah.
No!
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No! Yeah, put some more nose in there, yeah. No! 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 Awesome. Okay. Yes! All right. Yes.
Alex?
Thank you. Why don't we take a quick break and we'll come back with some other discussion because I think
Okay, let me just ask you one thing.
Okay, go.
You want to go on a road trip?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, I mean, play the drum.
Well.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, where to? Your parents' house from Athens.
Vormir, I want to show you something.
Okay. Oh, no.
Ugh.
We'll be back. Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Hi, I'm that guy.
Alex, real quick, guess what very famous video game I just finished for the first time recently?
Dino Ricky.
No, no one's finished that.
Second guess. Rhino Dicky.
That's a good hack name.
Right?
Yeah.
I give up. That's the only game I know.
Okay, well, you got one more guess.
Okay. What, a game you finished for the first time recently?
Yep. Now, a game that I have owned before. I've certainly played it, just not to completion as far as the story goes.
Can you narrow it down a little bit for me?
It is, a very famous adventure that was very hyped up, let's say 22 years ago.
Ocarina of Time?
No, 22 years ago.
Didn't that come out in 97?
98.
Am I dumb? Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
You're dumb.
FF7?
Yeah!
Wow, okay.
Yes. Wrong game. But, yeah, you get the idea.
Wow, that's neat. Wow.
Yep. In fact,
congratulations.
Well, yeah, buying it 5 times in a row seemed to be the charm. So,
okay.
Yeah, I bought the Switch version.
Oh yeah, my buddy Matt is playing through that right now at the bar. It looks pretty smooth.
Yeah, of course, it's helped a lot by the little cheaty things you can do, the toggles and the fast forwards and stuff. I think that helps a lot. They've been doing that with the other Final Fantasy HD type port things, and it's really makes it easier to sort of cross off the list as someone who has definitely was hyped for it back in the day, but couldn't really learn how to play it properly. It still took me a few years to learn how to play an RPG
really?
the right way. Well, in such to more like learning how to suck it up and level up. You wuss.
Well, geez, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would often just like blow through the game without leveling up and just like get beat early and then frustrated and then quit essentially. Now,
that's not how you do.
Maybe 15 years ago, I tried a more honest attempt to complete the game, but then I sort of fell off on that too. But I was playing that on my PS1 with the little LCD screen, often in bed and stuff, but I still didn't get that far. So it took a few more years and a few more versions until I finally did it. That's about it.
Well, congratulations.
Except, much like, I've described before how I watched the first Jurassic Park for the first time as well. It was sort of like, well, that's it. Kind of had the same feeling with FF7. Doesn't totally hold up.
Yeah,
and I don't mean graphics really, just the story and the way it moves.
Well,
and
it was also very poorly translated, which doesn't help.
Yes, that is very much true. Still, I think there's just still weird plotline things, like the fact that early on they just go to the beach town, and no, Hojo the evil guy is there for really no explained reason at all. But it just turns into kind of like an anime filler episode for like a brief second. And you're just like, what the fuck? Why?
See, I liked that when I was 14.
Yeah.
Because it was something I hadn't seen before. But yeah, now looking back, it's like, okay, what are you doing?
Yeah. I wouldn't even say liked. It was just more like numb to it. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I accept this. Whatever.
Yeah.
Back then, yeah. Because this is cool. This is the game I waited so long for.
Yeah. Well, it's not a bad game. It's just, I mean, playing it in 2019, it's like...
It's fun enough. Certainly there's things about the battle system that, can hold up if you're...
Yeah. It's like going back and watching old Roadrunner cartoons. It's like, yeah, whatever. This is fine. This is not breaking any new ground, but all right, whatever. But like it wasn't even breaking new ground at the time. I think it was just beautiful. It was just a big, beautiful PS1 game, and nobody had seen gigantic ass CG cutscenes like this before.
Yeah, it broke new ambition. That's for sure.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, it was like a.
But
it was the what the fuck do I want to say? It was just like the key game of the 32-bit era. It was the thing that you would point at and look at. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. it was the thing you would point to and just say, yeah, see, this is what the new generation of games is like.
Yeah. Well, you know what? What's funny about 1997 is that, or maybe this came out in 96. When did Suikoden 1 come out? Was that 96?
Yeah.
Because Suikoden 1, I went to pick up Suikoden 1 because it was a Golden Week sale over Golden Week. I think the Suikoden series was marked down. I picked up Suikoden.
This Golden Week?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about, yes, online. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just thinking you were like walking the shops or something.
No.
Sorry.
No, what surprised me though is that I guess America knows what Golden Week is because this was on the American PSN. It said Golden Week sale to celebrate this week of Japanese holidays. Here's some sales.
Steam does that, and PSN does that regularly now. It's just their way to advertise Japanese games, basically.
Okay. I picked up Suikoden 2 for $3, and I picked up. I went to buy Suikoden 1, and then I realized, oh wait, I already bought the digital copy 13 years ago, so I just downloaded that and Suikoden 2 to my PSP, and I'm about halfway through Suikoden 1 now. And the reason I love that game so much. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but what surprises me about that game is I played that game as a holdover while waiting for FF7. Now I much prefer playing it to playing FF7.
Sure, yeah.
It was like that and Beyond the Beyond and Wild Arms. It was those three games. Those are the RPGs I had to keep me to tide me over till FF7 because FF7 was supposed to be the be all end all of JRPGs.
Fortunately, I've never touched Beyond the Beyond.
I think I only played the first part of it at my friend Matt's house, and then I was like, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, but I did get Wild Arms, of course.
Yeah. Wild Arms I liked a lot.
On that PlayStation Classic, you have Wild Arms and FF7 together at last.
Wow! Thank God.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, fun.
But PS1 RPGs, man, they some of them are good.
Most of them are neat.
I'm really excited. They announced all those, or they released all those FF games for the Switch. I'm really excited for when FF8. When's 8 coming out on that?
8 is a really tricky one, isn't it? They don't seem to want to bother trying to untangle it or something. Yeah, because FF7's based on the PC version, right? But they made FF9 from scratch. Essentially, they ported it from scratch. Because there was no PC version. But you can only get the PC version of 8 right now on Steam and such. And I guess something is holding them back from porting it. I guess budget, who knows.
Because that's the one that I would buy. Yeah, the only one they didn't port was the one I wanted to buy.
Yeah, you're not alone in that.
I just platinumed FF12 on the PS4, so I'm good on that. I played through the FF10 and 10.2 HD remasters on the PS4, so I'm good on the Vita actually. So I'm good on that. Mm-hmm. 7 is whatever. 9 is whatever. I want to play 8.
Yeah, I'm with you. But
I feel like I like 9, but I feel like 9 gets, I don't want to say too much love, but I feel like maybe I don't understand the appeal of 9. Like I like it, but it's so slow and bogged down to me.
I don't mind it, but, I definitely look at it from a new angle in recent times when people are just kind of like, yeah, that wasn't so good. And I was like, oh, man, you might be right.
I mean, I like that system of
12
learning
came
abilities.
Out and I don't care. Like, back in the day, I would have said 9 was my favorite just because the setting or theme or whatever. But then 12 felt a lot better to me, so I like it better.
Yeah, 12's great.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the problem with 8, on PC at least, is that the music is very MIDI.
Oh yeah,
but again, the weird thing is that so was 7 on PC, but they fixed it. They repaired it.
8 is the first game where Uematsu actually started using. He started sampling real instruments like guitars and shit.
Yeah. So
I don't know if that's harder to port if you're doing a thing like that. I don't know how it works.
I have no idea. I'm willing to do it for cheap, If Square Enix is listening.
All right. Hey, Square, call this guy. I'm pointing at Ray right now.
I used Unity a couple times.
That's fun.
I like Cactuars.
Is it Cactuar or Cactar?
It's spelled Tuar, right?
I assumed it
You're
was
the one who
to
played all these games recently. Haven't you heard it?
Well, in Japanese, it's Saboten.
Oh, yeah.
Or, sorry,
that's right.
Sabotender.
Oh, boy. Now we're going to get into subs versus dubs.
I thought it was supposed to be a play on Jaguar. But if
I don't know what it was supposed to be.
If you're from the British Isles, you would say Jaguar. Does that mean you would say Cactuar? Do you guys say Cactuar? Please write in. That also bugs me about...
one of the least favorite things I want to engage in with you is another argument about pronouncing something.
Well, get ready, because here's some more. I also, one of the two other ones that really bug me are Blastoise and Adamantoise, because the animal is not a tortoise. No one says tortoise, right? Am I insane? Who says tortoise? Do you say tortoise? It's tortoise. But we don't say Adamantus because that sounds like a bug. And we don't say Blastus because that just sounds dumb. And Charizard. Who says Lizard? Is that a French thing? Right back. All right, I'm done. Sorry.
Please, mister.
No. Here's what I have been playing, though. It's called Final Fantasy XIV.
Okay.
I told you I'm taking a break until the expansion because I have been playing way too much lately. Like, it's been affecting my life in a negative way.
Really, compared to all the other things that affect your life in a negative way, this seems to stand out.
This is the chief factor in me not sleeping.
Oh. How can you? I just don't get it. How at your age, how can you still keep it up?
At my age, I'm not 60.
At our age.
Oh, yeah. It's easy. I stay up listening to podcasts and playing FF14, and before I know it, I got to open the bar in an hour. I might as well just stay up.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fun.
I would be very conscious of my responsibilities.
No, I am. I mean, I'm fulfilling all the responsibilities, but I'm also just kind of a corpse while I'm doing it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get that, Alex. I'm just saying...
Right, I'm sacrificing...
I would be aware of my responsibilities and the fact that I would need to sleep to do those at least a passable degree.
I can autopilot my way through my job. It's not that difficult.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But I am perfectly willing to sacrifice my earthly body to gain some levels, you know. But I think I'm ready for the expansion. There's not much more I can do to get ready for the expansion, so I'm taking a couple of months off to actually sleep and do other things.
I'm just saying I guess I'm a bit more guilty than you typically.
Why is that?
As a person?
How so?
Because I would be, if I was playing past midnight or something, I'd be like, fuck, I gotta get to bed.
Yeah, that's called being responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it also...
I'm just saying, goddamn.
A lot of this... Well, a lot of my compulsion to play is driven by the fact that it's how I unwind after work, because the most difficult part of my job is having to have conversations with strangers all day and pretend to be nice to people that maybe aren't very nice. And it puts a tremendous amount of stress on my brain. So after work, I want to lose myself in an MMO for a little while. The problem is, what?
I got a great way for you to unwind after work. It's called the Bible.
No, what? Go on.
It's a great big story.
Okay.
About a man and his dad.
Okay.
They get into some scraps.
Right.
It's a whole to-do. But it teaches you some good lessons.
Okay, where does this fit in the MCU?
Oh, I think, Dad is Galactus, I guess.
Okay.
And
the son is like a Silver Surfer type?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. Yeah, he can surf across water. That's his deal.
I wish the Bible would be more commercially licensed out. Because they had, they would make things like the manga Bible. Why not the Marvel Bible?
Marvel Bible. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Jesus is just Spider-Man.
Yeah. Something like that.
Anybody call for a web slinger?
Yeah. God damn it. Anyway.
Oh, I wish. Or check it out. You could put Marvel characters in other religious tomes, like instead of the Torah, you could have the Fantastic Torah.
That's just a pun, though.
Yeah, you're right. What can I do with the Quran? Oh man, this is hard. I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah, you do.
Fuck.
What's your favorite thing about Final Fantasy XIV? Is it the art? Is it the characters? Is it watching numbers get bigger and stuff?
I really like the glam system. I like the fact that a lot of the game. So
that caught me off guard.
No, it's a you know how like, and this is my biggest complaint about FF11 was a lot of the endgame armor just looks stupid.
Okay.
In 14, there's a glamour system which lets you wear your strong shit, but it will
to glow up.
It will present as a different piece of equipment. It'll look like something else. So you can put together an ensemble, you can put together an outfit that you like and just wear that regardless of what you actually have equipped.
Oh, I see. What we would call in the industry cosmetics.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. And because of that system exists, you see a lot of cool looking armor and shit that's like level 1. It's shit that only exists to be glammed, you know. And I've been collecting that shit, and I'm very happy with my character's appearance right now. It's as good as it can get. I did have to change it a little bit, I think, as I described a couple months ago, because I look too much like 2B. Did I mention that?
Well, no, you didn't. I don't see the problem though.
So they have there's a Nier Automata themed series of raids coming in the next expansion.
Understood.
And my character has looked like 2B since before Nier Automata was even announced. I had that look first. And then the game came out, and suddenly everyone's like, oh, wow, cool, you look just like 2B. It's like, motherfucker, she took it from me. Okay? I have the fucking the eye patch and the black and white color scheme and the giant sword. She took it from me. So I've had to change.
Butt?
Yes, I got a great butt. Well, my character doesn't like to show off her butt. I prefer to stay completely armored because I think it looks cooler. But otherwise, I look a lot like even the white hair. I look a lot like 2B. No, B, not we. But I recently gave up and I'm like, fuck it. So I just started wearing a helmet all the time because I like that the helmet looks cool and it matches the black and white aesthetic. I may
My
change
girl
it up.
likes the helmet all the time.
Thank you. I might change up my appearance depending on what kind of outfits they introduce in the expansion. I guess we'll find out.
All right. Well, I'm at least glad you could quit semi-cold turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Tepid turkey.
It was very easy because for me to continue is a pain in the ass. I have to go on Amazon on my
Also
phone.
some money.
Yeah, I have to go on Amazon on my phone and buy a 2-month pass and then get the code in my email and then log into the game and then put the code in. And it's a lot easier for me to just not do that.
Yeah.
My point being, I don't have it on an automatic renewal. If I did, then it would be harder to quit, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I guess that's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Well, are you going to come back to the game when the expansion comes out?
Well, I'm not even sure I really started. I mean, I played it once during a free weekend.
Well, there you go.
I do have a character, but...
Were you playing on PS4?
PC.
Oh, PC, okay. Because I was going to say, you can't play... I don't think you can play on PS3 anymore.
No, here's the thing. I bought it, I think when it was on PC for cheap, but it was 1.0. But I never really installed it. And then they did A Realm Reborn, and then I, dutifully upgraded the client and whatever. And then they had the free weekend some months later or whatever. And I played it for a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, this feels good. Yeah, cool.
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's good.
Speaking of Amazon, though, I did buy
Hi.
it on Amazon, and Amazon has a very shitty sort of game downloader client setup dealio. I wonder if it would actually work again, because I had uninstalled it, so I'd have... Okay. Anyway, that's my problem. No, I won't come back.
Aw. That's fine.
I had, I heard a while back, I mentioned this before, somebody could set up their own FF11 server on like their portable PC.
Oh man, yeah.
I thought about that.
Oh, I would definitely.
I haven't pulled the trigger on it, but yeah.
Can you set up the test server as well, or is it just a game server?
I'm afraid I haven't done any research beyond what I heard about.
Okay.
So, who knows? It's probably complicated, I'll tell you that. So,
because I remember dabbling with the test server back when that was a thing that anybody could do. I don't know if it is now, but yeah, you could. It was just a private server where you could get any item and set your stats to whatever you wanted. It was just fun to play around on.
Yep. I mean, yeah, you could probably do it fairly easily. You could probably just get like a cheapo PC or something. I don't know.
I mean, I did log into FF11 I think it was last year, when they did their Welcome Home to Vana'diel campaign.
Yeah, they do that a lot, don't they?
But I forgot to download all the patches beforehand. So what happened was basically at the end of the weekend, I downloaded all these patches, logged in, walked around for exactly 5 minutes, and then logged out.
You're downloading like 18 years worth of patches, right?
Yeah, to walk around the floating garden of Rumet for 5 minutes and then just log out again.
Yeah. Wow.
Good times.
Even FF11 can't hook you anymore.
No. I mean, if FF14 didn't exist, maybe I'd go back to it. But yeah, 14's got me pretty good. Oh, I do want to bitch about the real estate system in 14, because it's the biggest pile of horseshit I've ever seen.
Bitch.
Hey, I'm alone. So when you buy a property in FF14, you go to a place, you go to an empty property, you buy it. Hey, guess what? You got a house. That's pretty cool. The shitty thing though is that I think if you unsubscribe for more than 30 days, it just takes your house back.
Oh yeah, that's how it works.
And the houses cost millions of gil. I think I don't know how much a cheap house is. I think it's like 7 or 8 million gil, and I think a large house is like upwards of 30 or 40 million gil, or more.
That's a lot.
I have 37 million gil. And nothing to spend it on. I'm trying to buy a house. I'm trying to drop stupid amounts of money on a house, and I can't because they've, for some reason, made virtual houses a commodity for no reason.
Well, you should try it in real life. Am I right?
No, I'm not even gonna. But yeah, so if you don't play the game, I think it's 30 days. If you're logged out for more than 30 days, they just take your house. And that includes all the furniture and shit that you put in your house that you spent money on. It's just gone. Like, imagine somebody just bulldozed your Animal Crossing house because you didn't play the game in a while. None of us would have houses right now.
I can tell you're upset.
I am. When you move out or you sell your house, it doesn't go up on the market immediately. There's like a 12 or 24-hour window where it just kind of sits there. And during this time, a bunch of people have to hang out in front of your house to try to snipe it as soon as it goes on sale. And I've never bought a house, so I don't know how this works exactly, but I waited outside of a friend's house because she was switching servers, and she's like, here, I'm selling my house. I'm selling it on this date at this time. You can wait outside and you can buy it. And I'm like, cool. And I wait outside, and it goes up on the market, and I keep clicking on the thing, and it's like, oh, no, you can't buy the house yet. Why? Because you just can't. Okay. So I'm waiting there.
Sounds like Apple.
It's done. Yeah. I'm standing in front of this dumbass house with 6 other people, and we're all just tapping repeatedly on things because I guess it's arbitrary. It's arbitrary when it actually goes on sale. So like, I keep tapping on things. It's like, nope,
That's
not
great.
on sale yet. Nope, not on sale yet. Like, it'll just randomly come on sale, and then you can buy it. It is the shittiest system for it's not like virtual real estate is a thing that has value. Why don't they just make more fucking properties? Make more plots of land so people can have houses. This is not... There's no reason this should be a competitive thing. Hi.
So they do take up real space.
They do. Yeah, but they're all in... what's the word? There's like... They're all in these virtual properties, but they're like clones of each other. There's hundreds of them.
Oh, I see.
You know, it's like Block 32, Area C, Quadrant 4. That's my house. Go to that one. You know, there's like it's like this complicated address.
What is this, Kowloon?
Yes, the walled city.
Good lord.
Good lord.
Good lord. Excuse me. I was thinking of Jeff Moore. He's the CBS Evening News anchor. He just got fired.
Wow. Why?
I don't know. They pushed him out.
Oh, well, it sucks for him.
Yeah.
I'm hoping with the new expansion they're going to introduce a new city and hopefully add some more properties because I just want to buy a fucking house.
Sim City.
They should, yes, the simulated city
where you can just click and put a house wherever you want.
Right, residential zones. Get me one.
Yeah, watch out for the Godzilla.
Don't put your industrial zones too close to there because there's pollution.
Tornado button.
Airports.
Bowser.
Did you? You're the mayor. Did you build your house yet?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, boy.
No one. That's why my wife's calling.
Where's she calling from?
The airport.
House. Oh, no. Oh. She's leaving for a neighboring Sim City.
No, she lives there. It's like it's like The Terminal, the movie.
Oh, no, with Tom Hanks. When he was a French guy? I don't know.
No, it was a made-up country.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. Now it's just no, man.
Bosnia. That's a real one. Sokovia. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, on that note, you want to talk movies?
Yes, I do.
Alex,
what?
You saw Avengers Endgame. How was that? Good?
It was very good. I saw it twice.
All right,
I liked
moving
it a lot.
on.
All right. Wow.
What the fuck else do we have to say?
Well, hang on. Why don't we do the real discussion next segment, and we'll use this as an opportunity to tell people there's going to be spoiler talk next segment.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be spoiler talk. We can just talk around each other.
I feel like it's been... or we can talk at each other like we always do.
Wasn't it interesting when went to and did the...
Yes, that was... Yeah. He apparently went to the...
Yeah.
When he went to the cuckoo clock factory.
Yes.
All right, great. Well...
Spidey,
okay,
no.
fine. Let's take a quick break and let's come back with some movie talk.
All right, fine. Jesus
all right.
Christ almighty. Oh, Lord.
Let me get my thought out, you cocksucker!
Bruce Almighty.
Folks, we are back. I am Ray. That is Alex. Am I reading the script right?
Yes, keep reading.
All right. Today on the show...
Films are not just actors and directors. There is also a crew of dedicated light people who have to set up the lights so that the actors can be seen in the
Webster's
shot.
defines light as... Oh my god, that just reminds me. I went to GDC, in March. I went to this talk from a person, and the line was it was a packed house. And 2 minutes into their talk, they used the fucking dictionary to define what the fuck networking is. I'm just like, we don't need to be here. I could leave right now because this telegraphs the rest of the content of the talk, and it sure did.
Now, when you say it was a packed house, you mean it was a house for the purpose of forging deals?
I'm afraid not.
I got to go. All right. We saw Avengers 4, Infinity War 2, Endgame.
Part 2.
Get
it right.
Or pay the price.
Mm-hmm.
The
Avengers. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I read the fourth Doom novel, Endgame.
Oh, we can talk about that because I have read that.
Okay. Yeah. That is also, by the way, part of my haul from home.
Nice. Yeah, I read those when I was in high school.
Yeah, me too.
I liked the first one a lot, and then not the others.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't
there a kid involved?
Was there?
I don't know.
I just remember there was Sears and Roebuck, the two little guys who were on the ship for some reason. I don't remember. That's all I remember of that dumb series.
And then part of the fun was trying to decipher the author's name until you find out like 20 years later it's just Welsh. I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The Marvel movie universe.
We finally came to a close. Yeah. This phase 3 has come to a close with Thanos Densetsu,
I heard the next Spider-Man is actually the last film of phase 3.
Is it? How is that possible?
I guess because it's like a part epilogue-ish, part
lead
into the next thing.
So this 11 years of films has been so jam-packed, we need a whole movie just as an epilogue?
No, it's probably going to be like the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Oh, okay. So when they eventually release the box set of the first 3 phases, is that going to include Far From Home?
Sure. Whatever you want, Alex.
Do I
look like Bob Iger?
You do! Because it seems like if you're marathoning all these movies, like once you finish watching Endgame, that's when you should close up the box set and put it back on the shelf.
Yeah, and never touch it again until your children ask what it is or knock it over.
Hey, I will force them to watch
it. And it falls on their head, and hopefully they haven't died from it.
All right, are we doing spoiler talk?
Sure, if you want.
I do. I feel like at this point, everyone. And I know I've gotten angry at podcasts in the past for saying, well, if you cared about spoilers, you would have seen it already because movies do what.
You've gotten angry at a podcast like 30 minutes ago.
I know, it's what I do. That's like, but podcasts that are based in America that erroneously assume that every movie comes out worldwide the same day it does in America. Fortunately, Endgame did.
Yeah, this time.
Yeah, I can actually use the rationale. Hey, if you cared about spoilers, you probably would have seen it by now. It's been out for a few weeks, and this will be out. What?
After we saw the movie, we went and got frozen yogurt.
That fucking rules.
Yeah.
Do that more.
That was my favorite part.
That I want some froyo right now.
Yeah. I wanted it today.
Okay. So Ray, let's start with Ray. What did you feel and think?
Well, it was certainly gratifying, wasn't it?
Yes. It was everything came together.
I don't know if I actually felt this during it or after it, but I did I did watch an opinion that was kind of like, generally, wasn't as good as Infinity War, and I sort of fell in line with that. Because there was like a lot of things to pay off, and so they did, but at the balance of that is that it didn't have quite the same strength as Infinity War did.
I think I will agree with that. I love the film, but I think I preferred Infinity War just a little bit. Mostly because Infinity War, like, I knew that it was supposed to be the first half of 2 films, and because of that, it had that quality of like, we are ramping shit up, get excited. Now you have to wait a year to watch how it ends, but look how exciting the first half is.
That's another thing that sort of ties into that. It's like, we didn't have to wait a fucking year. Could have done like 8 months, 6 to 8 months. I feel
I didn't mind it. I mean,
just because it's like it wasn't as weighted, I suppose. I felt.
I didn't mind it
on average.
I like
War. It's just like you could have just paid this off a little earlier. That's all.
I like being forced to wait for things because I am adopting the lifestyle of the Japanese.
Alex, wait a second.
What?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much.
Did you like that?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, did you come?
A little bit.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa. Wait a minute, that sounded like audio feedback.
Squeaky noise.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna get into some spoilers. I like
being hairless.
I like being hairless. I like the fact that they committed to Fat Thor.
Oh yeah.
Because I was terrified that at the end of the movie somewhere he's just gonna slam his hammer down and suddenly he's just gonna be all muscular again.
Yeah, but I guess I did think about that too. It's like, okay, is this gonna be like a fast transformation? But maybe not, because I guess in their whole time frame, there wouldn't really be much time for that. Because even God's got to work out,
right? They got to work at that shit.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that they
Marvel Bible.
Yes. I like the fact that they committed to that. I really like the.
My thing is that I'm sorry. What? One more thing about that is I hope they stay committed to it in Guardians 3.
Yes, as do I. Or maybe towards the end of Guardians 3, maybe he discovers, oh look, there's a treadmill or something.
Yeah, but, maybe it'll be the one where they show Adam and stuff, and it'll make him feel bad, and he's like, I got to look like that again.
That's right.
I got to be gold.
Yeah, he could be gold.
He can be gold. He can be whatever.
Guardians 2 had a race of gold people, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, he's from there. He's from Philly? I don't know.
Adam, whatever. Yeah, you remember the post credits?
Adam Warlock. Yeah.
Yeah, Adam Warlock. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of surprised he wasn't in Endgame because he was a pivotal character in the Infinity Gauntlet comics. But thinking back on it, like I'm kind of glad they didn't try to put him in there because it would have been a little too goofy.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we'll see how he's handled in Guardians 3. I don't know.
I guess that was kind of what Captain Marvel was for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I realized is I like the Captain Marvel movie just fine. But watching Endgame, I realized I think I like Carol Danvers a lot more than I like Captain Marvel. Does that make sense?
Not quite.
Okay.
Tell me what you mean. You just mean in the movie, in the Captain Marvel movie?
No, in Endgame. Compared to her character in Captain Marvel, who's like a human that we got to know, and now she's like omnipotent, and I guess that's part of her character is that because she's more or less invincible, like she doesn't need to have a human side anymore because she's just a huge fucking space weapon. But like that's cool. But I mean,
keep in mind it was filmed before the Captain Marvel movie.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That was the first time she did the character.
Oh, that kind of makes sense because she hadn't quite nailed it down yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I read a post that explained why she had more makeup.
That makes sense. Yeah, I did wonder about that.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I understand.
However,
why.
Regardless, humongous fucking waste of that character. Like all that hype about the Captain Marvel movie, and it was just like you had her for maybe a total of 6 minutes.
Well, I think she. I don't mind the movie's rationale for that. I just wish they had sort of done more with that rationale.
I mean, it won't matter in retrospect, but all the fucking hype about the preceding movie and just like, oh, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. We're just gonna finally jump in and save the day, and it's just like it doesn't matter because she's there for a handful of minutes. And
well, she did jump in and save the day, though.
It didn't have.
Not ultimately, but she saved part of the day.
She did quite a lot, but like, still wasn't like hanging around to kind of earn it in an audience sense. I felt like see the rationale that the movie gave was the snap killed dudes all over the universe, so she is on other planets helping them out. Yeah, but I'm here on Earth paying $20 a ticket.
Yeah, like there's that, but there's also the mindset of like,
for me.
There's also the idea of like, well, yeah, that's true, but I mean, the Infinity Stones were all pretty much in the same place. Maybe you should have been looking for those. And I mean, I guess I mean, it was a year for us, but it was only a few days between the events of the two movies, so maybe that's being a bit rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I understand she had other things to do in the universe. She's a busy woman. But yeah, maybe she could have hung out more, or they could have explained her absence a little bit better. I also I don't find the character of Captain Marvel that interesting. It's the same problem that Superman has. Like, okay, you're the most powerful being. Like, why is that interesting? I like it when they are their alter egos. They actually have to have some sort of human empathy and emotion.
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's why they didn't use her too much in the end.
I don't know. Game.
Yeah. What'd you call me?
Game for fun movies.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what else I thought about this movie, because I've had this conversation already with a bunch of friends at the bar, so I'm not quite sure what I've said and I haven't said yet. Cap versus Cap fight I thought was kind of nice. That was cute. I mean, I like Cap. I like Cap. Cap is one of those characters that really grew on me, because I didn't really think much of the first Captain America movie, and then over time, the character has kind of ingrained himself on me, or endeared himself to me, I guess.
Impressioned himself onto you.
There you go. A charcoal rubbing of himself. Because like, you know, I go into the early movies kind of expecting this like nationalistic, jingoistic asshole, and it kind of turns out that like by the second Cat movie, he's like, oh, he's really not on board with any of what's going on.
Yeah. Well, that's part of what I think they did good in the movies, is that they stuck to like, I guess, you know, recent developments in the comics lines, you know.
Oh yeah.
They didn't just draw from, you know, his first appearance or whatever, or like
I
the
think
first decade he existed.
Well, not so much draw from, but I think reference. They certainly referenced a lot of recent goings on in the comics.
A little bit of a column A, a little bit,
right?
Column B,
a little column C.
What's C?
Come see, come saw.
Oh, okay.
Mostly saw.
What?
It's French.
Oh.
I will say this though, the last act, the giant fight between everybody ever, like I was vibrating in my seat the entire time.
Well, you gotta have
that. Super, right. Also, what made it even better was during the second time I went to see it, I was sitting next to a Japanese dude who was literally on the edge of his seat, like he was leaning forward, and every so often he would just kind of like pump his arm in the air, like, yeah. It was pretty good. What?
I'm judging him.
Why? He's not allowed to get into and enjoy a film?
No, not really. But I'm just like, I mean, yes, it's fine to enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I just wasn't like cheering it.
I was.
Because it's like, yeah, you gotta have that, and it's good that it's there, and here's the ultimate payoff. But it's like, it's good. I'm not hating it. I'm just saying it just seems...
it's okay to have an emotional response.
What did you expect? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm kidding. I'm
going to hang up so hard.
Not sincere.
No, I like... what am I trying to say here? Like,
you like things. That was a big thing.
I like the fact that Marvel movies, more so than any other movies I've ever seen, have the ability to elicit reactions from Japanese crowds, which is not something that you see very often.
No, like I was reacting.
No, in public, God no. I sat next to a Japanese dude when I saw Guardians who was laughing at the film. Like, you don't laugh at films in Japan. That's not something you do.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
and
I'll tell you what, it's a new era.
What?
Literally.
Okay, yeah, okay.
People are laughing again.
Yes. I saw the movie twice. The first time when I saw it, there were audible gasps in my theater when Cat picked up the hammer. That was probably the biggest moment of the movie the first time.
Oh yeah, it was a fun one.
And then the second time, there was a lot of more noticeable crying at the end. You know, with the death of T-Bone.
Mm-hmm.
T-Star.
I'm listening.
Thank you, Fraser. I almost called him Kramer. Fraser Crane? Wait, Kramer Crane?
Let's Photoshop that later.
Okay. And yeah, I got a little misty-eyed at the end after all was said and done. Ruri was crying both times in the theater, and then the next day we watched Iron Man together because she didn't want to say goodbye to Tony just yet, so we watched Iron Man 1. And then she starts crying all over again at the beginning of the movie when Jensen saves him from the cave and like Tony's about to leave and Jensen goes, "Don't waste it, Stark. Don't waste your life." And Marie starts crying and I have to pause the movie. She got really into it. Yeah.
I saw Iron Man 2 like last week.
That movie gets a lot of shit, but it's pretty dumb fun. I want to say this though about the larger MCU. Like Iron Man 1 is very much a product of 2008, and I feel like I would like that movie more if it lost like the shitty rock soundtrack. I feel like we could do with less of that. Like if they were to rescore that movie and maybe and fix some of the ridiculous dialogue. There's a scene the first time like Iron Man is picked up by military radar. The dude is like, or no, Iron Man like goes down to save that village. And the dudes are in like the command center, and one guy is like, "Who's that? Is that one of ours?" And one of the guys sitting there is like, "No, sir, they're using human shields. We never got the green light." Like bullshit. The American military doesn't give two shits about who's using human shields. I appreciate that you're trying to create that image, though. Good work, guys.
All right.
That and. Oh, yeah, like Avengers as well. I went back to rewatch the original Avengers. That movie doesn't hold up very well. A lot of it is like looking back on it, it's the most Joss Whedon-y thing that you could ever Joss Whedon. A lot of the action sequences are still fine. Like the last what?
Oh, sorry. Finish. Sorry.
It's a lot of like dorky, hokey dialogue that is very much out of character. What?
I'm afraid to ever see Age of Ultron again because of that.
No, guess what? Age of Ultron I consider that now to be better than the first Avengers.
Okay, all right.
It's got less Whedon influence. I think he was just like a consultant at that point. Okay. He didn't direct it, right? Who directed that?
I thought he did.
Did he?
I thought he came back.
Well,
I don't know.
Then they toned down his settings because it doesn't feel as ridiculous as the first Avengers does.
Just drag that slider to the left a bit. There
Yeah. Turn down Joss. Yeah, turn down for Joss. Turn down for Whedon.
Yeah.
It's got more nice character moments that I like. Ultron is kind of dumb, but I was almost disappointed they didn't bring Ultron back in some capacity for Endgame. Like, I don't know. I thought that would, but I guess there's no reason because he never had anything. I guess he did have something to do with an Infinity Stone, but there was an easier way to get them. What?
I skimmed back through Infinity War also afterwards. I was like, wait, man, why couldn't they have done something for Vision?
What do you mean?
He doesn't show up after Infinity War, basically. I'm just like,
Ray, did you watch Infinity War?
Yeah. What?
What
did I miss?
Do you know why he doesn't show up in Endgame?
No, I know, but it's like,
okay.
It's just, why couldn't they do something? That's all. That's what I cried over twice.
He's dead.
Thank you.
Because he's dead.
A lot of people were dead in that. Come on.
Yeah, but I guess when Hulk did the unsnap, I guess he could have also been like, "Oh, also bring back Vision."
Look, I don't mean to sound too ignorant or unaware. I know he had the stone in his head.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But
I like the character.
But I think I don't know. I think it's because he died pre-snap. It's more of a final death, Because like when Hulk did the unsnap, he was just undoing the snap that Thanos did. I don't know if he had time. I don't know if he had time to mentally put in there undo the snap and also bring back Vision.
Fine.
I don't think he had the time to actually. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, he even said he tried to get Black Widow back when he was doing the unsnap, but it didn't happen.
All right. You got any more robots they can add to this thing?
Check it out. It's called Vile. He teams up with Ultron.
Whoa.
In Marvel. Is it Marvel Ultimate Alliance? No, Marvel versus Capcom 3. No, Extreme. What are they up to now?
Holy fucking shit. Anyway, it was Sigma in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Oh, that's right.
Which was the
Sorry. You know what? I keep forgetting that Vile is the Boba Fett guy.
Yeah.
Because his name in Japan, I only know him by his Japanese name because I recently played Mega Man X Maverick Hunter on the PSP, and his Japanese name is Vava.
Yeah.
So I forget. I keep forgetting that he's Vile.
You forget that the Boba Fett looking guy is supposed to be Boba Fett?
Well, Boba Fett's name is not Vile. Boba Fett's name is Boba Fett. Why am I supposed to remember that a guy named Vile? I don't understand what you're talking about.
He looks like Boba Fett.
Yeah, but his name's Vile.
But you're saying he's also a Boba Fett-like character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's the problem here?
You don't internalize what the character looks like? And you think, oh yeah, the Boba Fett guy. Not
no, I
Vava.
do. Yes, I know the Boba Fett guy as Vava.
Then I don't... Okay. You know what? I'm going to call this a win for me. How about that? Let's move on.
I'm glad I'm editing this episode.
Good night, Seattle. We love you.
Anyway.
Hi, Larry. I love your show.
I don't... Do you, though? I don't think I have any more opinions about Disney's Marvel's The Avengers, the ending game, but I liked it a lot. It was just what I needed. I'm glad this kind of caps off this period of movies. And when we got a new Cap, we got an old Cap. Everything's fine.
Just fine.
Everything's just fine.
Yeah, I don't have much else to say. I just felt very kind of fuck you-y to Marvel and Disney just about the whole Captain Marvel thing. Just like, didn't need to go through that for that, all that. All in that and nothing.
I feel like Captain Marvel could have used. You know what? I think that Captain Marvel, they should have done Captain Marvel
as a musical.
Earlier.
I agree.
Captain Musical, I believe, should have been the name of it. They should have done Captain Marvel earlier. I think maybe even before Infinity War, and then put Captain Marvel in another movie. I think they needed to have like an interstitial movie that didn't belong to any one person or to the Avengers. They needed to just have a like Marvel catch-up movie where like all the characters they've introduced recently do something. And maybe have a little more character development. And then they all come back for Infinity War and Endgame. I feel like the Captain Marvel thing was a little rushed.
Interesting idea.
I don't know what you'd call it. But
like the movie version of like a comics annual.
Yes, exactly.
Let's check in on everybody.
Yeah, right? I read one of those on a plane to New Mexico in 1992.
Okay, great.
These have been Marvel memories.
Oh, speaking of musicals...
What?
I went and saw Hamilton.
Oh, how was that?
Well, you know what? My first musical ever.
Wow, really?
Yeah, we talked about this, remember?
Oh, did we? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a weird one to start with.
Yeah. Wasn't my idea, but yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of dreading it.
Well, how was it?
I can't say I loved it, but I get it.
Well,
I still think the whole kind of concept is a bit too dorky.
Yes. Yes.
I did see like one middle-aged woman enjoying the songs a lot.
Oh boy. Okay.
Doing dancing in her seat kind of stuff. And,
right. Of course.
But it was basically, a date night, and that was fine. No problem with that.
That's all right. Dates are fine. I'm not a musical fan unless we're talking about Phantom of the Opera because that's its own thing.
Oh, well, I thought you were more open to musicals. I know that you love Phantom, but
yeah, I also really I mentioned this before, but we went to see the musical adaptation of Aladdin when I was back home, and that was really nice. That was good. But
so those two things led me to believe that.
No. Here's the thing, like, Phantom is something that I like because it's very much a period piece done in that period's style. Not like Hamilton, which is a period piece, but also sort of a modern musical adaptation of whatever that material is. But something like Aladdin, which is very, very much like Disney-fied, like even more so than the actual Disney film.
It's more
like
popcorn.
Yes, it's popcorn. It's cultural reference after cultural reference after cultural reference. Really? And like I can enjoy that, but I have to be in a very specific mood. Whereas Phantom is something that I can enjoy at any time of day, anywhere.
Yeah.
But that's the reason that I'm not into musicals in general, is because a lot of them seem to just be, hey, here's a pop culture reference. Hey, here's another one. Hey, dabbing. Remember that? Fortnite.
Yeah.
Two things that Endgame also did, but I'm saying them anyway. I'm not into musicals so much, unless, I don't know. I regret that I didn't get a chance to see the Dragon Quest live show. I'm sure there was some music in that.
Oh, well, I think, I still have the DVD of the ballet.
Oh, yeah, Dragon Quest ballet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Also looking forward to that Dragon Quest movie.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That, I don't know what to think of that.
Right, they're kicking off the DQCU. I hope. No?
I don't think so.
No?
That movie has a weird CG look to it that is very much like an Asian look to it. Not even like, I don't even mean like character design. I just mean like, Jesus Christ. I don't even know how to explain it. Just the way it is moving. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, well, gather your thoughts and then get back to me next time.
That's not going to happen. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Looks different from Pixar. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
Needs more anti-aliasing. How about that? Okay.
I am pro-aliasing.
That seems... so the Dragon Quest 1 is made by the same studio who did that Doraemon one.
Oh, really?
Stand By Me. I'm sure no one's getting sued for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same director, I believe, too. Same studio. Same CG studio. So it looks a lot like that. And just like... It's gonna... I think... It seems more... bald-faced than your typical sort of cartoon movie, I think. Just really, really going for people who really only know Dragon Quest V, and here's some stuff, and yeah, you know all that, right?
Well, I mean, if you're going to adapt any of the games, I would think Dragon Quest V would be the best one. It's got everything. It's
On the other hand, it doesn't look like a total adaptation.
No?
It looks like it's going somewhere else. I feel like I'm afraid of it because of the name Dragon Quest Your Story. The kid in the movie is actually a kid from the real world or something like that.
Oh yeah, they'll probably do that.
I'm definitely afraid of that.
It's probably
going to be. Why else would they call it Your Story? It's
going to open with a live action kid and his dad playing Dragon Quest on the Super Famicom.
Absolutely. Oh man.
And yeah, he gets sucked into the TV. His parents are arrested for child negligence. Flash forward 25 years, he's back. Oh, that sounds like a good movie, though. That's some Flight of the Navigator shit.
I think I'll stay optimistic because it is a pretty big trope.
Yeah.
The Ganbare Goemon anime was based on that premise.
Okay.
And then there was stuff like that Mega Man OAV that was about like recycling or whatever.
What?
I'm being flippant about the recycling part, but it was like, yeah, the Rockman thing. Oh no, it was teaching kids about Japanese culture and like holidays and stuff. It was these kids teaching Rockman about Japanese culture.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, check it out. They translated it, and it's Mega Man Upon a Star, I believe was it was called.
All right, it's time to close. Let's close this out.
I don't want to. Actually, we have a brand new segment, a brand new game segment.
No, what?
Alex, I know since you became a fan of this, I decided let's should do a regular segment, brand new. Okay, shall we do it?
Okay, all right, sure, fine.
The new version of a game called Persona.
All right. Right. What is the? Oh yeah, the new P5 shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Persona 5 the Royal.
Yes.
That's probably when I'm going to play it now.
Didn't you play the first one?
No.
You didn't play P5?
No.
Oh, hell yeah.
We've been over this.
Have we?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, you made the right decision by waiting for this, because I don't know if I have the energy to play through the game a second time, but now you get to enjoy.
I would not, yeah.
I mean, this is how I did P4 Golden. I never played the original P4, and then I played Golden, and I love the hell out of it. So I hope you enjoy this.
Okay. Well, I know
fun.
people were complaining about, there's no Switch version or no version announced or whatever. And I was sort of like that at first, but then I thought, well, I'm not really playing a lot of JRPGs that I even have on the Switch anyway. And, I'm usually playing those longer games when I'm working out at home, when I'm not going anywhere. So, it makes sense. I'm fine with it. I'll just get it on PS4.
Isn't the Switch getting a P5 Muso game?
Hold on. We also have
the new version of a game called Persona.
Okay, great.
Which is Persona 5S for Scramble.
Okay.
It's a Muso game, which I think makes more sense than a dancing game. But what do I know? It should be interesting. I guess it's just a free-for-all now if you can just make a Muso game out of your other game. What do you think, Alex?
I'm still holding out for Blast Rush Muso.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
When is that happening?
It kind of is one.
Yeah, right? I was about to say.
It could work, yeah.
that was a dumb comparison.
No,
yeah.
really. Koei Tecmo,
Okay.
give me a call.
Oh, do it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we already had a Dragon Quest 1, so I feel like the impact of this is not as huge, unless only to piss people off that it's the only one on Switch and it has an S in it, which would mislead people, and fans were mad. That's the only real impact of it. But as like an announcement of a game, it's like, oh yeah, of course you're gonna do one of those. Then sure, makes sense. Why not? Right? So I don't know. They didn't show much of it, of course, so who really knows how it will play. But maybe if the Dragon Quest team is involved, Dragon Quest Heroes, maybe it'll be alright. Because Heroes 2 is much better than the first one. The first one was just kind of rushed out the door, I'd say. But the second one was felt much more like an action RPG. Just with those kind of Muso-ish bits. So maybe they'll do the same for Persona 5. 5S.
All right, are we done talking about Muso?
I don't know. Is there any more? No, no.
I don't.
So.
You know me. I have no interest in Muso games. I'm out.
You did used to play them a bit.
I played a little bit of Dynasty Warriors when when 3 and 4 came out, but it's been a while.
Seems to be most people's story, actually. I feel like 3 and 4 got the most popularity over here, and then people just kind of dropped off.
Yeah.
For good reason, but nonetheless, yeah. You can play, never mind.
I bought them because I was partially misled. I thought it was a spin-off of Castlevania 3, and I thought it was supposed to be Dynasty Warriors.
Okay, you did it again, didn't you?
Did I? What?
No, I just feel like Dynasty Warriors comes up a lot in people's stereotypical jokes. I've done it too. It doesn't matter. But yeah.
Oh, does it really? Oh, no.
People are like, oh, they should call the porn parody that.
Well, that's just crass.
Also, it was actually a misprint on, PS2 games used to have that like top label that like audio CDs would come in.
Yeah.
It was like a sticker label that would have the name printed out on it as like an extra identifier of what it was. To like people put it in boxes, you know what I mean? When you'd buy a PS2 game,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
When
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, they misprinted it on there as Dynasty Warriors.
3 really?
Or 4 or whatever, yeah.
Well, that's just childish.
Well, I think it was a mistake from someone who doesn't know how to write the word dynasty.
It's not funny like Revelitons.
No.
Or Dargon Quest.
Wait, did that actually happen officially?
Yeah. Do you remember Dargon Quest?
Well, I mean, I've heard of it. I didn't think it was a real thing.
It wasn't like an actual physical printed packaging thing. It was when DQ4 was released on iOS in the store for a couple hours. It was listed as Dargon Quest.
Yes, I remember.
And
I was thinking of a packaged product.
And I had a field day with that on Twitter because it was just a bunch of all caps tweets like, "Hello, I'm Hero. Welcome to Dargon Quest."
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's all slay coming King back Dragon. Now. Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
That's fun.
It is fun. And you know what? We're fun, and we had fun.
That's true. Oh, you want to close this out?
I don't know, do you?
Yeah? Unless you got something else.
No, let's see. Just to close out Hamilton, just to make sure I'm not a total stick in the mud. Like I did respect the performance. Obviously, a lot goes into a performance like that, and the people were very good.
You've got to be very hydrated to do that.
Oh, God, yes. The Bay Area cast was pretty good. Yeah, it was San Francisco, so it felt like the cast felt more Bay Area and just like, I don't know, I'll say racial makeup, but also like in sort of the way that they acted. It felt hyphy, is what I'm saying, if people understand what I mean.
I need you to define that word for me because I'm 36 and I live in Asia.
It's one of those rap words that they invented in the East Bay in Oakland. You know, around there. Did that sound like a wide enough explanation?
Yeah, it's nothing to do with Wi-Fi.
I'm afraid not.
Okay. All right, fine.
It could if you would. I mean, could if you wanted to. You could start that in Japan. Name your ISP that or something.
I mean, I was suspecting that maybe it was short for wireless fidelity.
No, I don't know. It's
okay.
It's just one of those things.
Well, then, real quick before we close out, I want to say we got a visit from an old pal of mine, Santa Claus. He brought me a copy of Suikoden 2, which I mentioned before. No, my friend Jen Mukai came to visit from. She used to live in Nagoya. Well, she used to live in Okazaki. She has she's done a lot of game work since before my time. She worked on FF11 back in the day.
So wait, was she in localization?
I believe so, back in the day.
Okay.
Now she is a producer at Q Games in Kyoto, where our good friend Mark Lentz also is, and he invited me to the Bit Summit party they're having there on June 1st, and I very sadly had to say I couldn't go because I have to work on June 1st. Because I don't have the luxury of paid vacation, and I'm still recovering from when I couldn't have games for a few months, so I need every Saturday I can get.
Great.
But Jen dropped by last week, and we hung out for a bit. That was kind of cool because I hadn't seen her. Actually, I saw her last year or a couple years ago when I went to Tokyo for 8-4's TGS party. We went to the Dragon Quest Museum together. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, nice.
But I had not seen her since then. It was good to hang out. It's good to catch up with folks.
I agree.
It's good to see friends. I've got more friends incoming this weekend. We've got giraffe enthusiast Stephen Longenecker, who's visiting Japan again. He's coming down with some friends, I believe, tomorrow. So that's fun.
Wow, friends on friends.
Yes. That's ugh.
Well, I didn't
hi,
do anything by it.
I'm Chandler. If you want to hear your name in this segment, come on down to Critical Hit. Come on, Ray. Come on down to Critical Hit or send a self-addressed stamped envelope to postal code 0412 Aijikan Dukatsugu Kota Cho.
No. That's
fuck.
the old place.
Juhachibanchi, Midorigaoka Village, F202. That's my full fucking address. All right. Yeah, that is the old place. What is the bar's address? It's I forget the postal code. Postal code 4500008.
0001.
See Montgomery Burns. Yay! That's my favorite. I don't know that Yay is so good. Like he's so surprised and delighted. Yay! All right. Aichiken Nagoyashi Nakaku Sakae 1-7-4. Fuck, what's the building?
Oh boy, can I look it up?
I already have it. It is Miso no Nishi building. The Miso no Nishi building, basement.
Which of course means the miso on the left.
Means Miso no Nishi west.
Okay.
Because Miso no Nishi is like the area, the general area where the bar is.
I was half right. I did get
So
left right.
Yes, well, left. Yeah, left.
It's left on the compass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My parents, like decades ago, we moved here from the north left.
Hey, I'm trying to give me some points here.
Miso no Hidari building. Check that out.
No, don't go to that one.
Oh no.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well, that's all I got. I like hanging out with people. Come down and hang out with me at the bar if you're ever in Japan.
Sometimes to your insane detriment.
Yes, I probably got more visitors from cool folks, but it's been a month and a half, and I don't remember.
Come on down and ruin Alex's life.
Well, I mean, that's... Yeah, pretty much.
Would you like to see a man driven to the absolute brink? You can if you just stay at a critical hit as long as you possibly can.
You will believe a man can cry.
Oh, you don't cry that much at the bar, do you? I imagine you do when you watch those wrestling matches, huh?
No, not during wrestling.
No, something dramatic happens, like
no. It's
Kenny
mostly
Omega
when
sprains his ankle or something.
It's he's he's at AEW now, so we're not going to see him in Japan for a while. But no, I'll have a sobby teary moment if it's like 4 a.m. and I'm listening to like if sad music comes up on my playlist.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Or if I cut myself while I'm cleaning up and sorry, I was trying to work that into more
on accident.
I'll leave that up to you. Yeah, how soon is Al?
Alex,
what's up?
I'm listening.
If you're in trouble, let me know.
No, I don't need an adult. I have an adult. I am married to an adult. There, I said it.
She's older.
She is.
Everyone's older than you. Shit.
That's true. I'm the baby here.
And yet you're taller than all of us.
Goo goo gaga.
You can strike us down with one swipe. Well, not your wife. But,
I'm not striking down my wife.
No, that's not what I meant.
I don't think I would strike you down, but I would hit you really hard with like a pool noodle.
Alex, are you a married man or are you in a relationship?
Yes and yes. Because the one requires the other.
Yeah, you seem like the pool noodle type.
Yeah, right? I mean, dry noodle, certainly.
Yeah.
I'm not a monster.
Oh, we're still recording?
Oh God. Oh, shit. I forgot I had the filter on.
Oh, yes, of course.
There we go.
Will you ever remember?
Nope.
All right.
What? Fuck you! It's a cartoon. It's a fantasy land. This, my fucking voice.
Chocolate is fucking delicious.
The old classics.
Love them.
Uh-huh.
Who could forget?
Somebody said that in a blog. It has to be true.
Well,
boy, we're running up to 10 years of our own little universe here. When's our phase for?
Oh, the NMWCU? I don't know.
Yeah.
We're still in the middle of phase 1, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. So it's going to take a while.
You know, my favorite Marvel characters are Spider-Man and Ant-Man. Mostly Ant-Man just because it's Paul Rudd. The movies aren't so good, but
Small Red? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, I mean, I guess I did say I liked Vision, but, you know, he's...
Yeah, I do like this Spider-Man. It's my favorite Spider-Man so far. Tom Holland's a good boy.
I still like the one in the video game.
Oh yeah, that was he was a little older.
Yeah, true.
I still haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse, and I really should.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I heard that's very good, and now you can I can buy it apparently. It was
cartoon from Japan. I guess they're called anime.
Thanks, Bill Burr. They were showing Spider-Verse in the theater down the street for a while.
Theater?
Yeah, the Nickel Theater, the Nickelodeon. Yeah.
And that nickel coin. Sorry, yeah, right, that too.
Well, no, Nickelodeon also refers to the nickel coin.
Well, I shouldn't have called it a nickel. Okay, yeah, I know.
It's not a building made of nickel.
Can I redo?
Yes. Actually, I'm looking out my window. I think can I see the theater? I can almost see the theater.
Oh, what's playing?
From my apartment. I can't. There's no sign. There's no marquee. You got to go inside.
Oh.
The Mario Brothers.
Yeah, that's playing. The Mario Brothers is playing. Bambi 2. Child's Play.
Koopa straps Toad into a chair.
Densetsu. I will say that across the street from my apartment, there's a bar called Annie's Bar, and it looks and sounds like where every mob deal goes down in Boston.
God, you're right.
I've never been inside, and I don't know if I want to go inside. I should probably it's literally across the street from my apartment. I have to cross 4 lanes of a large road, but I should check it out sometime.
Yeah, I am imagining something that's kind of like 70s grimy.
Yeah, right.
You know, an early Scorsese movie or something.
Yeah, so run by a foul-mouthed redheaded woman. You know.
Yeah. How about Archie Bunker's Place?
No. What?
Was that the name of the show after All in the Family?
I don't remember.
It was just art. Oh my! That's actually a lot of parallels to your life. It was just people hanging out at Archie's bar.
Are you thinking of Cheers?
No. It was Archie going to the bar to. I'd never actually watched it. I'm too young.
Oh, how old are you? You're older than me.
Yeah, I'm 35.
Oh, that's right. We will be 36 this summer.
Ew.
Looking forward to that, right?
Not looking forward to that.
Why?
Because I'll be in school.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, man. You're going to have to get hip with the kids' new lingo.
Yeah, like, damn.
So the guy next to you is like, oh, I forgot my pencil. Can anyone lend me a pencil? And you just lean over and you go, I have you, fam.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. Oh, I want to see that. That needs to be a sitcom. Is Ray goes back to school. Oh, please. Oh, half the teachers are younger than you.
Oh, no, that would have happened in high school. Because I went to a private school, and a lot of the teachers were, like, students at the nearby college.
Wow.
So it was a lot of, like, 23 to 26-year-olds a lot of the time. Very weird.
I think you're weird.
Thanks. Let's close out the show with the description of Archie Bunker's Place from Wikipedia.
Oh, God.
Although the bunker home continued to be featured, the last 4 episodes of All in the Family were primarily set in the title's neighborhood tavern in Astoria, Queens, which Archie Bunker purchased in the series' 8th season premiere. During the first season as Archie Bunker's Place, Bunker takes on a Jewish partner, Murray Klein, again a lot like you, and when co-owner Harry Snowden decides to sell his share of the business. Early in the first season, to increase business, Archie and Murray build a restaurant onto the bar. See? The additions include a separate seating area for the restaurant and a well-equipped kitchen with a service window. The regular patrons include Barney Hefner, Hank Pivnik, and Edgar Van Rensselaer. Well, those sound like guys who already show up at Critical Hit. Let's use the... Let's take the next paragraph and replace references to Archie and such to Alex and Critical Hit. Critical Hit was the sounding board for Alex's views, support from his friends, and Murray's counterpoints. I don't know who Murray would be. Later in the series, after Murray remarries and leaves for San Francisco, Alex finds a new business partner, Gary Rabinowitz, whose views were liberal in contrast to Alex's political conservatism.
Hey, wait.
And that's the show, everybody. Thanks for listening.
40116 愛知県の監督コート長を朝足のや私の18番地緑が丘 Village F202. That's my full fucking address. All right.
Get a life.
Japan.
Oh boy, our website is nomorewhoppers.tumblr.com.
Go there
Jeez.
for updates and coupons, special offers.
We haven't featured anybody who's given us money in a long time, but
That's right.
you
Well,
can still give us money.
I have been meaning to get around to getting back to the Facebook likes. That will return. I just need to find out what the last Facebook likes we did were.
Facebook.
Fakesbooks, thanks. Hey, Fakesbooks.
That's what the boomers call it, because of all the fake news.
Oh, hey, fake news. Bring back real news.
Share if you agree. Send us over nerds, I guess. Yeah, how about that? Want me to mention that?
No more whoppers at gmail.com. Send us over nerds. We need over nerds.
By the way, a little bit of inside baseball. We did spend about 20 minutes before the show logging back into the email account. Alex did, adding it to his phone. And then I gave him the wrong password twice, and then we got it going.
Yeah, it turns out there were no new overnerds, unfortunately.
No.
This isn't an overnerd, but I did have the world's most autistic Frenchman visit the bar recently.
Okay, well, let's not be too derogatory. Let's.
Not, but like, you know, it says a lot about me that I don't want to say it's 1 a.m. You have to leave here now, because like I don't want to kick somebody out like that. I'm sending every subtle message that I can. Like I'm turning off lights. I'm cleaning up, and like he's still talking about fucking Bubble Bobble. It's like, dude, go the fuck home. I finally eventually had to say, I'm closing. You have to leave now.
Reminds me of that time I was on this Weirdos podcast that you Skyped in. This is not actually about you. This is not a joke.
Oh, okay.
This British guy, and he, I swear to God, not kidding, no lie when I say this, he went on a 45-minute uninterrupted rant. I mean, after I went, yeah, like the first 3 times, I realized he was not going to stop. And he just went on this rant about how, basically just, you know, how his free magazine didn't work out and other things about him blaming everyone else and just feeling sad.
What the fuck?
Didn't even whisper a suggestion of me wanting to respond to him. Just went on.
Oh, no.
40 plus minutes.
No, though.
He turned out to be an alt-right crazy guy, of course.
Yay! There we go.
And then I pranked him at the end of the interview, and it didn't go up at all. So that was fun. Basically, I played a Frasier drop right at the end. I did this. And that weirded him out, and it never went up.
Oh, well, that's fun. I've been meaning to. I want to get some more people on this podcast. My buddy Jason wants to come on. I want to do an interview with him. I want to get my pal Tom on the show. That'd be fun. I recorded a thing in October for our pal Connor Mahood, and I don't think that's ever been released anywhere, but I hope it is eventually.
You've mentioned it multiple times, and have not published or put anything.
Well, because I think what he said was he was waiting until he had like a couple dozen episodes in the can so that he could just release them slowly, you know. But apparently, I guess.
Sorry. Wait, what? Oh, you did it for him.
Yeah, for his show.
It's not a no-mo thing. I'm sorry.
No.
I apologize.
What are you talking about?
I thought you interviewed him or something. Like he
No.
was... Okay, all right. Anyway, what does he do? What's his deal?
He's a writer and he does voice acting, and he did a podcast talking to people about their jobs and the work experience that they've had.
Oh, was this not the other one called Cool People in Japan?
No, that's Adam. That's been released for over a year. What is your boggle, citizen?
Okay, hold on. Alex, let's remember that I don't have the ADHD recall that you do. So
yeah, but it seems like you don't have any semblance of recall whatsoever.
Who? What?
What?
Steven Spielberg does.
Can we go? You're making my brain hurt.
Carol O'Connor as Archie Bunker, a blue-collar worker.
Let's rip off the last scene from Key Largo, Mitchell.
Why is that a drop?
You're insane. That's why.
Okay.
We should. Twitter. No more whoppers. Alex is on Twitter.
I am. I'm Patooey. That's Pitouhui. You can and should also follow the bar at Critical Hit Nag. There's also an out of context a collection of quotes. That Twitter account is at OOCCHQ. And Ray
is RDBAAA. You can hear me talk more about the Sega Genesis Nomad.
Wow. Wait, I think it was just the Sega Nomad, wasn't it?
Nope, Genesis Nomad is the
It was called
name.
Genesis Nomad?
Yep, it's printed on the fucking system.
What the fuck? All right, okay.
Call it the Sega Nomad. You're not a real Sega fan. I'm sorry.
I'll be
explaining this in my next YouTube video.
Is it compatible with the Sega Activator?
I'm sure you could fake it, yeah.
Is it compatible with the Sega Punisher?
You mean the Menacer?
yeah, that one.
If you use the TV out, yeah, probably.
Oh, okay, all right. Is it compatible with the Sega Frank Castle?
I'm afraid not.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
What else?
Play Blast Rush.
Oh yeah, that's fucking. Yes, it's on the App Store on your iOS or on the Google Play on your Android and several other Android stores, but you'll find it. Yeah, that's Blast Rush. That's my game.
Play it.
I got a lot of shit to do that is keeping me from working on the next related thing.
Bluetooth Tier 2H.
No, but yeah, it's been a wild couple of months.
Good.
I have a lot of games to sell, basically.
Okay, I'll buy.
Oh, will you?
Are you selling that Crusader of Senti?
No, I'm undecided.
All right, well, you know where to find me.
I guess you'd
Postal
be a
code
good
4440116 Aichiken Nukata Gun Kotacho.
As opposed to just some weirdo on eBay.
Atoshiro Juhachibanchi, Midorigaoka Village, F202. That's my full fucking address. Sorry, I said you know where to find me, and then I forgot to play my address.
Gene Stapleton continued to play Archie's wife, Edith Bunker.
All right.
Jesus, you will have to pay the market price for Crusader Senti.
Well, okay. No, I wasn't serious. I don't like that game.
You do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an action RPG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like RPGs and action RPGs are kind of on the bottom of the list for games I need for the bar.
Okay.
Because I need like action or
Tetris.
fighting.
You got Tetris?
I have Tetris. I got Tetris and Bomb Bliss. I got Tetris 3. I got Tengen Tetris. I have that Tetris ROM hack that you gave me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty good.
All right. Well, we also got shirts. We got No More Whoppers shirts.
Buy a shirt.
We got one with Alex on it. We got one with a logo on it. Maybe not buy it because then I have to pay the tax on it, and I'm unemployed now.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Isn't it a net profit though?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you know what? I think isn't it time that we design another shirt?
All right, what do you got?
I don't know. I'm asking for feedback from the fans.
Yeah, when have they ever given us anything?
Money and adoration and gentle hugs.
Fan fun themes.
Oh, those are always good. Right. Yay.
What? Fuck you!
I don't know. Yeah, if anybody has a good idea for a shirt, drop us a line at No More Whoppers on Twitter, or at Patooey or at RDBAAA. We're all one big family.
Maybe I would do a John Stossel one, but that would send the wrong message, I think.
Why?
Because he actually sucks. So.
Ooh.
Oh,
well, all right.
Well, Alex, thanks for being a good sport.
It's been an honor. Anytime.
Everybody else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show, because it's time for your midterm No More Woe fan certification. Hope you studied.
All right, wait, hang on.
I don't want the drunk version.
The band just woke up.
Thanks. And now you've stuck an EpiPen in them. Well, I'll let you have fun there.
Remember the first few episodes when I would just like lean on the soundboard?
Oh yeah, first few.